Sprite from Taco Bell. Got the big old Pepsi. Got a chicken chalupa, and I got a chicken taco. Yes, surprising. I'm actually was vegan. I was fake vegan. I was like at least 90% vegan of 2017 and most of 2018. 90% vegan. I was testing what foods, you feel me? Seeing what cause flares, etc. But my bad, I'm gonna be eating on camera and shit. I just gotta eat some. And I just wanna prove a point. Alright. So basically, 2013, I was diagnosed with ulcerative colitis. How I found out, I went to the restroom, did my business, you know, went to go wipe after, you know, taking a shit. And I seen my tissue paper full of blood, and that shit had me fucking geeked. I was scared. So I took a picture of it, showed my mother. She was like, yeah, that ain't right. Let's go take you to the hospital and see what's up. I showed her the picture of my bloody stool, bloody tissue paper. We did a move into the hospital. Went into the emergency room, had the emergency room protocol. Had a doctor come and check me, you know, had to stick his finger in me to see if I had any like breakage, any like lumps up there. He checked me, everything was good. Then they did a colonoscopy that same day to see if anything was wrong. And yeah, I waited like a day for the test results, and they gave me some like anti-inflammation medication. They gave me like stool enemas out of a fucking shove up there. Yeah, that was uncomfortable, unpleasant. So I was taking the medicine for like a day, not even for a day. I had to take the medicine for like 2 weeks straight. They gave me a whole packet. But once they found out what I was diagnosed, the results came in. They were like, yeah, you have full-blown ulcerative colitis. And I was like, what the fuck is that? So basically what ulcerative colitis is, it's an inflammatory bowel disease where the people who have ulcerative colitis or Crohn's disease, their immune system is attacking their body, and the body part they're choosing to attack is their intestinal system, the GI tract, small intestine and large intestine. Me, unfortunately, I got diagnosed with ulcerative colitis. Yeah, so once I figured out what was wrong with me, what was going on, I was in and out of the hospitals for months, trying to figure out if this disease will go away, if this medication these doctors are giving me is gonna help me. But like, it was weird because like the doctors wasn't really giving me a straightforward answer. They were saying like it's gonna be a lifelong disease. And I was like, well, when I'm thinking of lifelong, I thought, you know, it'll come through in and out my life. But throughout from 2013, when I was first diagnosed, to now, it's just been an ongoing battle trying to figure out why I got the disease, how did I get the disease, how to manage the disease, and to possibly find a cure for remission. Here's a brief summary from the time period from 2013 when I was diagnosed to 2015. Okay, throughout all high school, I experimented with psychedelics, you know, mushrooms. I smoked a lot of weed, so cannabis was already played a big role in my life. I was using cannabis frequently, recreational, but the medical aspect wasn't phasing my mind. I was a teenager. Like I wasn't thinking anything of that. So me, in the age I live in, I look for all my knowledge and information on YouTube and Google. So once I had a name of the disease I had, I hit Google and YouTube. And through my research, there's major key factors what causes ulcerative colitis: environmental, and diet. So I had to look back at what I was eating my whole life. I was eating hella processed foods. I come from a Hispanic household, Mexican American, but I don't identify myself as that. But that's a whole other topic. So yeah, growing up in a Hispanic household, we ate a lot of meats, cheese, fried food, grilled food, like tacos, you know, burritos, you know, a lot of rice. I grew up eating a lot of fast food. I was introduced to like McDonald's and Taco Bell at a young age, and still eating this bullshit right now. But like I said, this is like I'm doing trial and error, because right now I'm flare free. Like I'm on no medication whatsoever. Flare free. Eating Taco Bell, drinking soda. So once I finish my story, it'll start all making sense. So 2013 to 15, I wasn't vegan. I was taking the medication the doctor was giving me, and shit was helping me. You know, I was on the the enema stools, the enema medicine, shove it in me, squirt it in me. It was like a steroid. Had to let it sit in me overnight. It's just uncomfortable. Nobody wants to pull nothing up their butt. You feel me? That butt. It's uncomfortable. Then I was prescribed Zelda, this like big old horse-looking pill. I would have to take that within every meal, and it wasn't doing nothing for me. I was still going to the bathroom, bruh, and it's like not formed stool. It was loose. It was bloody. Like it looked like I was dying inside. Like this was crazy. Not only that, I was having psychological issues because my gut bacteria was out of whack. So it was throwing me mentally off. I was dealing with anxiety, mad crazy depression, out the cuts. I mean, I had anxiety and depression through high school, but I feel like every kid does. You know, you're going through that teenage year, you're trying to find yourself, what you want to do, finding out life in a sense. That time period, 2013 to 15, I was still eating foods I wanted to eat because the doctors were telling me, like, you can eat whatever you want. Food's not a factor in it. I don't want to eat this bullshit. So anyways, doctor's saying diet has nothing to do with it. What could cause it is environmental factors and stress. But the keyword environmental, the air we breathe, the food we eat, and the liquids we consume. That says it all. But yeah, on this medication wasn't doing shit for me. So hit the internet, found a couple YouTube vloggers saying they treated their ulcerative colitis through a vegan plant-based diet. So I hopped on board, and dramatic difference, bruh. Like, it's crazy. When I sat back and think about it, when I was eating the beef, pork, and all the dairy products, I was going to the bathroom, bro, like 20, 30 times a day. Like, I remember having bad flares. When the Doom video game first came out for the PlayStation 4, I would play the game, bro, and I can't sit and finish a level. I would be playing the game for like 10 minutes, 4 minutes, and I'll run to the bathroom. Or even when Fallout 4 first came out, I would play that game while I was trying to like deal with this flare and this disease. I'll play the game, bro. I'm running to the bathroom like 30, 40 times a day. I'm losing blood. I'm losing weight because my intestines ain't fully functioning right. It was just all types of fucked upness. So I went plant-based for a end of 2015 to 2016. I was 50-50 trying to experiment. Then at the end of 2016, we weren't seeing no progression with the colitis from 2013 to the end of 16. So that's when the doctor recommended me get on biologicals. This person my doctor wanted me to get on biologicals. So basically, either Humira, I had two choices, Humira or Remicade. Remicade, I will go in monthly and get like a body infusion. And basically what this medicine does is it suppresses my immune system from this overactiveness. So it'll stop my immune system from attacking my colon. But I didn't want to go that route. So I was like, well, that shit sounds scary. So what's up with Humira? So basically Humira is this pen. I give it a shot in my leg or like little baby fat on my belly, give it a shot there, and every 2 weeks I just gotta take that shot, and it puts me in remission for only like 2 weeks. Then if I don't follow up with the medicine, like if I'm 3 or 4 days late, then the flare comes back. So nothing's helping me at this point. So that was 2013 to the end of 2016. 2017, this is where shit started making complete sense now. So at this point, I'm 100% vegan. I'm not touching no dairy, no chicken, no beef, none of that shit. No animal products whatsoever. Dramatic fucking difference. But I was still like 80% good, and the 20% I was not there. I was still having flares. I was still running to the restroom. Like, it was all bad. And while taking the Humira pen, it made a huge difference. But still, I'm gonna be on this medication for the rest of my life. This is what the doctors told me. Your disease is incurable. You're gonna be on this medication for the rest of your life. And at that moment, it hit me. I remember I was doing a side job with one of my best friends' father-in-law, and on our way back home, I'm messaging my doctor, and she's just telling me all this information, or I was having a phone call appointment with her. But either way, that shit changed my life, man. So yeah, I went full vegan and hopped on that medication. Wasn't doing shit. So I started doing heavy research, and I came upon more answers to cannabis oil, CBD oil. Like, CBD was really like starting to get out there mainstream wise. Hearing stories like Charlotte's Web, Colton Turner. I actually emailed Colton Turner. I DM'd him on Twitter. I followed him on Twitter, DM'd him, and I told him, like, hey man, like, this is my story, this is what's going on. I see cannabis has helped you. So have you ever watched Viceland? I believe it's Weed Etiquettes, however you pronounce it, Weed Etiquettes. They did a series of cannabis throughout the United States, how the reformment, the legalization, how it's been affected with different towns, medical uses, recreational uses. And I seen this one episode. It was Colton Turner. Well, actually, this episode was called Medical Migrants. People from all across the United States traveled to Colorado because it was like the main state that legalized cannabis recreationally as a state, as a whole. So, long story short, this kid Colton Turner had Crohn's disease throughout his childhood. Basically the same story like me. I was on different medications, taking different medications, and nothing was helping him. This kid literally was so sickened by this disease, his parents had to push him on a wheelchair. And so, through the desperateness of this disease, it affects everybody, not just the sick person, but the family. And as a father, I can understand where this father's coming from. So they got the information about medical cannabis and how it could possibly put his Crohn's disease in remission. So they flew out to Colorado to go see if this medication would work. Gave his son edibles, and from a kid being in a wheelchair, weak, and not able to want to play, he had energy. His dad seen a difference with him taking this cannabis medication. And so they experimented with the edibles, and they went to the tincture droplets under the tongue. And yeah, man, if you, on your free time, Google or YouTube Colton Turner. This kid literally gave me the answers to my remission. If it wasn't, this kid wasn't alive, bruh, I wouldn't be here healthy and in remission. So yeah, emailed him. I was like, hey man, what ratio of the cannabinoids in the cannabis plant should I take 50% THC and CBD, 20% THC, and the rest percent CBD. What? So he DM'd me back, and he said, what he does, what he takes, it helped him go in remission. He's been in remission for like 3-4 years straight off of CBD, no pharmaceutical medication. He said take a 1-to-1 ratio of THC and CBD. So I started doing that, and he said take it at least four times a day. So I started doing that, doing trial and error. I mean, it wasn't working at first, but you got to give it time for the medication in your body to work and heal. And to the beginning of 2017 to October, once it was at October, that's why I reached my breaking point. I was like, yo, I'm tired of taking this medicine. I'm tired of feeling like shit. Let me take life in my... Let me better my life. Let me take my health into my own hands. Like, these medical professionals, doctors that have these degrees, they don't know shit about this disease. They don't live with this disease. I go and tell them, hey, I'm feeling better, and I'm potentially going into remission without your medication. And they're like, no, the cannabis is only just helping with the symptoms. I'm like, no, person, I'm going into remission without your pharmaceutical medication. Your pharmaceutical medication is not doing shit for me. They'll look at me dead in my face and tell me, no, you're wrong. So, October 2017, I started heavily smoking cannabis and taking the oils out of desperation, man. I was experimenting with it. I wasn't accurate on my dosages, so I would take one day too much THC with CBD, and I'll give myself panic attacks. That's how desperate I am. I'm trying to get better. So I found the right ratio, and from October to the start of January 2018, I am completely done bleeding, bruh. I'm done, completely done bleeding. I'm not having no flares. I'm not running to the bathroom. I was going to the bathroom like 10, 12 times a day, bloody stools. I would literally be driving in my car, and I have the urgency to go to the restroom. And if I didn't pull over within the next 3-5 minutes to go find a public restroom, I would have an accident. A grown-ass man shit in his pants, bro. I've had plenty of issues like that throughout my whole life. So, yeah. So, I stopped completely emailing my doctor. I was like, yo, I'm telling this person what is going on with me, how it's making me better, and they just don't believe me. I'm just like, how can you look at the sick individual in the face? He hasn't, mind you, it's January. For January to July 2018, I am in full remission. No bloody diarrhea, no bloody stools, nothing, bruh. I'm going to the bathroom. I'm shitting normal. You feel me? I'm still on the vegan diet, but I'll still, eating 5% chicken and dairy products just to see if it would do anything, and it wasn't doing nothing to me. But once it hit July, once 2018 came, that's when California legalized recreational cannabis. And once they legalized recreational cannabis in California, there was a whole lot of different laws that were passing and changing through the packaging of the cannabis. So once it hit July, this medication I was using from this company, it was working well with me, but they pulled it off the shelf because the packaging wasn't passing these standards, these California standards. So from June. So yeah, from June to August, I wasn't taking none of my cannabis medication, my CBD oil, none of that. My flare came back. I was like, fuck, what can I do? A lot of places don't sell CBD tinctures or CBD flower because the market and the business with the cannabis industry is with high THC. But all that's gonna change. That's why I'm coming out into the open to tell my story. Cannabis, CBD, cannabis oil, put my uncurable disease. Google it right now. Ulcerative colitis. Is ulcerative colitis curable? It's an uncurable disease. Crohn's disease is an uncurable disease. These foundations, these doctors, these universities have not came to a solution or cure for this disease. I am an average American citizen. I work a 9-to-5 job. I pay my taxes. I'm an average person. I have no medical knowledge of the human body. None of that. I simply did a Google search and I cured my uncurable disease, bro. Think about that. That's fucking mind-blowing. Still to this day, I'm in shock. Through this whole story, I have not once ran to the restroom. I am not on medication. I'm not taking my Humira pens. I'm not taking my prednisone, Lizelda. I'm not taking no fucking enema injected fucking steroid through my butt. Nothing. Only thing I am taking, I am smoking a shit ton of weed, and I'm taking my CBD oil every time I fall asleep, and I'm in full remission. I'm drinking fucking Pepsi. I'm eating this fucking dry ass Taco Bell, and I'm fine. Everything the doctors told me, they were wrong. There's millions of people out here in the world, in America, who suffer from this disease, and this option is not put on the table. This should have not been my last option. This should have been my first option. This shit is sickening to me. I follow multiple people on IG or on YouTube who have their story of ulcerative colitis or Crohn's disease. It's gotten so, their disease affected them so bad that they actually had to get their intestines removed, full intestines removed, and they had to have the GI bag. My doctor even told me, if you don't take this medication, Gabriel, our next option is surgery. And if surgery don't work, you're at least 70% likeliness of this disease coming back. It will come back. Surgery won't cure this disease. And I'm just like, bruh, all these options, I'm not taking no W. I'm taking all L's here, bruh. So, hit the Google, cannabis, CBD, ulcerative colitis, boom. Start reading articles on articles, university studies of university studies, and yeah. I am living proof, people. My name is Gabriel Jesus Jacobo. I am 23 years old. I'm going to turn 24 in the next month. I've been diagnosed with ulcerative colitis since I was 19. Dealt with this disease for going on 5 years now. I am now going into remission from a Google research and from cannabis. Just to show you that I'm not capping. No cap around here. Alright. This is prednisone. And just to show you that there's no cappery going over here. I ain't capping about this disease shit. This whole video. This ain't no clickbait type shit, bruh. Alright. This is my prednisone medication. This is my medication for my nausea and vomiting. Because of this disease, it gave me I already had anxiety, and my anxiety was through the roof. So my doctor prescribed me Zoloft. I haven't even opened this. Humira pen. This is my Humira pen. This is the medication I was taking. I was taking this medication for a good 1.5 to 2 years. Was not doing shit for me. All this medication, I haven't opened this. This anti-nausea didn't do shit for me. The prednisone, it helped, but side effects is ridiculous. This Humira pen. I guarantee you've seen this commercial of the Humira pen on TV. I would have to pop this out. There's a needle inside. I would have to inject myself in my thigh for 2 weeks to stop the inflammation, to stop this disease, to put this disease in remission. I would have to take this pen. I would have to shoot it inside my stomach. all this medication. Put that over there. Here's what put me in the remission till this day. A high CBD cannabis flower. I smoke at least 3 blunts a day. I learned how to grow my own cannabis and my own medicine. Because buying it from the club, they're all the taxing. The three taxes that the clubs do, bro, is ridiculous. You buying an eighth, you're walking out spending $80 for that eighth. That eighth will literally last me a day. The amount of cannabis flower I smoke, it will last me a day. I love the area I was born and raised in. Shouts out the fucking Bay Area. This Bay Area company. Chemistry. Life in Color. Made in Oakland, California. It's a 22. Damn. It's a 22-to-1 ratio of CBD and THC. This medicine basically changed my life. This cannabis oil. I am in full remission because of cannabis. Last time I seen my doctor and went to the emergency room was August. I have not talked to my doctor since my last flare because I found the right product. And this is what I'm talking about. This is the packaging. It has to be double packaged. So it originally has like this little clear coating plastic shit on top, and it's inside this. Because my old medication I was purchasing, I would just buy it straight from the store like this. It didn't even have a wrap around it. Because of the new laws, that put me into a flare. So, disease-free, flare-free. All this medication. I'll take a full droplet at a time. It's that easy. That easy. I would have to shoot myself, inject myself with this. Anxiety, gone. Ulcerative Colitis, remission. I'm living a better life. It's IBD Awareness Week, and this is my story. My name is Gabriel Jesus Jacobo. I'm 23 years old. I have ulcerative colitis, and cannabis saved and changed my life.